Welcome to another video. My name's Carl Goslin, and today we've got some good news. At least I think it's good news. The Oculus Rift CV1, and this isn't new news, probably a week or so ago now, is back. At least that's what it says if you go to the American Oculus website. It literally says Oculus Rift is back on the CV1 page. If you load the UK page, because this puzzled me for a moment, someone mentioned this in the comments on one of my other videos. I loaded up the Oculus website and it's like, no, it still says it's unavailable. What are you talking about? You know, it's not, they're not selling refurbished units. But I did a quick Google, and lo and behold, Google brought up refurbished Oculus CV1s. Click on it, click through, and no, Oculus Rift unavailable. I'm like, something's not right here. So via a VPN, I've loaded up the American website. Let's get some screen capture on the go here. And you can see on the right hand side of the screen here in big letters, Oculus Rift is back. And that is the CV1 there at $299 US. And the left hand half of my screen, Oculus Rift is unavailable. UK site, US site. So for whatever reason, Oculus have decided in the US at least that you can buy refurbished CV1s. Now this is great news because at the moment there is a worldwide shortage of VR headsets. The Index, I think, is an 8-week back order at the moment. There's no Rift S's. I think the Oculus Quest came available a few days ago. I don't know whether they've still got stock now because they would have sold out pretty fast. But the fact that the CV1 is being sold again is brilliant news, because if you know anything about the CV1 versus the Rift S, you know there's a lot of trade-offs. A lot of compromises they made when they released the Rift S to get it at the price point they wanted. The CV1 is much better in a lot of areas. And, if you can live with having external tracking cameras, which is also technically better from a tracking point of view, there's no arguments there. The Rift S works just fine, but external cameras do always track better than inside-out tracking. There's no occlusion, there's no blind spots, so to speak. It's just physics. Anyway, we're not going into one versus the other. There's just lots of reasons why a CV1 is still a really good headset to use. In fact, I did a review of the CV1, looking at it, from a 2020 point of view, which I'll link to in the end card at the end of this video, where I go into more detail about it. But all we need to know is good news. $299 is a great price as well, especially when looking on eBay here in the UK. If you want to buy a second-hand CV1, they are being bid up to $350, nearly £400 for one in its packaging with 2 sensors and 2 touch controllers. You can buy a refurbished one, which is basically as new. What these, I'm guessing, must be is units that have been returned under warranty. They've repaired the fault, they've replaced the shell, the casing, new cable, same on the touch controllers. If there's anything, any marks, any dirt, that have either cleaned them off or just replaced the casings, because that's easy enough to do. So whilst the electronics inside might be used technically, you're getting what's going to look like a brand new CV1. It's going to come with warranty as well. And for $299 US, which is probably 230 quid, something like that if you're here in the UK, that is an amazing price. It really is, especially, as I say, over here in the UK on eBay, these are being bid up to £350, £400 second hand, which is what, $450 plus? It's ridiculous. So it doesn't look like they want to ship these to the UK. Otherwise, I'm guessing they would have them on the UK site as well. I've not checked from other European websites, but I'm guessing it's a US thing only. I've no idea why that is. Maybe they got more returns in the US. Maybe they have more stock of units they can refurb in the US. Maybe they just do it all in the US. I don't know. But you think they'd have at least given us guys in the UK and Europe the option to have them shipped over, even if it took a little bit longer, with the way things are in the world at the moment. It'd be nice to be able to do that. I haven't emailed Oculus to ask if they will post, outside of the US, but as I say, it says unavailable on the UK website. If they wanted to, they would have done it. So how are you going to get hold of one? Well, if you've got friends or family in the US, get them to buy you one, ship it over. That's one way to do it. To be honest, it's probably the only way to do it. You could try going onto the US site like I've done for a VPN, or using the Tor browser, and see if it'll accept a UK postal address. Might be worth a try. I haven't done it. But otherwise, us UK guys are left here looking at the second-hand ones on eBay for silly money, which is a bit of a shame. So what other positives are there from this? The fact that you now get at least a 12-month warranty means Oculus are going to continue to support the CV1 by way of, updates in the Oculus software, and perhaps, warranty type support, obviously for these refurbished ones. So if you've already got a CV1, you're not in danger of sort of, how like Apple, when they upgrade their iOS on their iPhones, eventually your iPhone gets too old to be compatible with the new version of the operating system, or they'll slow down your old iPhone with an update. They say it's to make the battery last longer. In reality, it makes the phone run slow. You end up buying a new one. What this means is we're not going to get, sort of discontinued support for at least a couple of years, because if you can buy them now from Oculus, they're going to keep supporting it for at least a year or two. Even just for the warranty period. So that's good news for those of us that already own a CV1. It also means the market is now going to be not flooded, but there will be more CV1s in the market, which means in another year or so's time, perhaps when people decide to upgrade to whatever generation's out next, there'll be more second-hand CV1s on the market as well for people who perhaps just want to dip their toe in without spending too much money. But yeah, I think it's great news, and it's a good move by Oculus. The Rift S's are out of stock. This is a way for them to make money. It's a way for the VR community to buy a headset that's on par with or better than the S in some ways, and depending how you look at it, not as good in some other ways. But still a great headset. It's my daily driver, in fact, the CV1. In spite of having an S upstairs, this is what I use most of the time. I just prefer the fit on my head, on my face. It just sits nicer. So yeah, it's all good news. I just thought I'd throw a quick video together about it. For us guys in the UK, it's almost a kick in the balls because we can't get one, at least not easily. In fact, there's those import companies that you can use to buy stuff from Japan that will go like a middleman that will go between. Maybe there's those available maybe they support other countries as well. Perhaps there's somewhere like that you can use for buying stuff from the US. Literally, if you're not familiar with these, you tell them what you want, they buy it, have it shipped to them in Japan, or in this case would be in the US, and then they forward it on to you for a small fee. That might be worth looking into perhaps. Anyway, all these things maybe I should have explored before making the video. But I just got up this morning, discovered what we're seeing, the US site saying Oculus Rift is back, and the UK site saying unavailable or discontinued, and thought, well, let's throw something together. Anyway, hope everyone's well. I hope you're all staying safe in these troublesome times, and as always, take it easy.